Shapril Preston.
What's up, you guys? It's your host, Shapril. We're back again with another episode of So You Graduated Now What? If you're tuning in once again, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. Today, I am joined by one of my friends, literally the traveling queen. This is Patrice, you guys. Say hello, comment. Hey, Patrice, what's up? How are you doing, girl?
I'm great. How are y'all?
I'm doing good. Okay, so you guys already know how all the episodes start. We have to try our drinks. We don't know what this could taste like. We just put this together. So it's cranberry juice, Sprite, lime juice, peach schnapps, and tequila. So we're going to try it, and then we're going to rate it. Okay? Okay. Oh, God, I'm scared. I really didn't try this one. Usually I like test them.
Okay.
Do it feel like you on an island?
It's not strong, but I could taste the liquor.
Yeah, so
It's like 8.5.
thank you. Everybody else was like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I give it 8.5 as well. I might give it an 8. It's okay. I think if we would have got that other cranberry juice, the first one that we looked at.
True, like the Ocean Spray.
That would have been better. We got some from 7-Eleven. And I think they be trying to be like those little Wawa juices, but it's not. Yeah. It's not Wawa juices.
It's not a dupe material.
It's not dupe.
It's effective.
But it's cool. It's you can taste the tequila a little bit. And so yeah.
The 10 out of 10 for sure.
There we go. So I'm just going to jump right in. We're going to get straight into it today. So I want you to tell us a little bit about, where you went to school, what you got your degree in, kind of what college looked like for you.
So as you guys know or not know, I went to the illustrious Virginia State University. I recently graduated last year in 2023. I was a political science major. I'm from Philadelphia, but now I currently live in Atlanta. And it's a lot of adjusting to do, going to like a new city by yourself and starting over from scratch.
What do you feel has been the biggest adjustment?
I feel like just accommodating to like a new city, because I'm from a city, but each city's different. Like
literally,
Chicago, New York, Philly, Atlanta. You just gotta.
The whole time she's been out here, we've been like comparing cities. Like they'll be like, "Oh, this kind of look like Philly. This is this part of Philly," and I mean. And I feel like everybody do that. They be like, this would be Brooklyn. This would be blah, blah, blah. Like, so yeah. So we all know the question. We know what you did in college, but what does life after college look like for you now?
It's what you make it. Like, I try to have like a good work balance life, and I still want to live my life. Like, I want to travel. I want to make friends. I want to still be in contact with people who I love and want to be around.
So we're just gonna, y'all know why this girl is here. We don't gotta pretend like we trying to figure out why she's here. Y'all know she's here because she's traveling. She's here to give us all the traveling tips today. And I'm going to try to get every question that I could think of. And if you guys have questions, leave them in the comments. Hopefully she'll get back to you guys, or I'll get her to get back. Something we'll get back. So what really stemmed your love for traveling?
Okay, so I was in culinary arts for 3 years in high school. I went to George Washington High School. But we had like a study abroad program, so we went to Italy. But just like going to Italy for that little 2 weeks, it just made me want to travel because I was learning like different people cultures and lifestyles, and it made me like more appreciative like of what the world has to offer because it's more than what like I was used to.
How do you feel like? What was your favorite thing from that trip? Like, what's most memorable from that trip?
Like the people, like Americans are
we're Americans.
We just I can't explain how we are. Like we just think we're like the superior people of the planet, but everybody else is so genuine and sweet out of the country.
That's nice. So how many countries have you been to? Do you have like a tracker?
Yes, I believe I've been to like 12 countries.
Okay, and how many states have you been to?
Not that many.
See, okay, so we're like different because my goal is to visit like all 50 states and then go to countries. Yeah. And then you're just like already out the country and she's everywhere.
But I definitely do want to do more like domestic travels.
Right. Where would be like your first stop on a domestic travel?
I want to go to maybe Tennessee, like Nashville, like you were
I told y'all.
Nashville.
I'm trying to get the Nashville and the Arizona trips out the group chat. That's what we trying to get out the group chat because
the group chat.
She like, cause it's gonna get out. One thing about Patrice, when it's a group chat, you might not make it out, but she's making it out the group chat. So, speaking of cost, I think that's one of the hardest things because I know I told them in another episode, like when we graduated, I feel like everybody in our class immediately started traveling. And I was like, y'all got bread. So, like, how do you feel is one of the, like, what have you found is the best way to learn how to travel or budget or like what are the financials behind like being able to travel?
So like when I get my paychecks, I try to save like certain expenses. So I know like I have rent every month, so I
Right.
save my little portion for rent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think of travel as an expense too, so I save
Mm-hmm.
like a little portion out of my check for travel. So if my check is like $2,000, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna save like $200 each time for travel because I know I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
travel at least twice a year,
Yeah.
like for my birthday and maybe like a friend's birthday or whatever the case may be.
Right. You know, I had never even thought about it like that. So, number one, I feel like that's already like a gem in itself because I feel like
Yeah.
so many people think of trips as like, number one, expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that traveling has to be as expensive. And I feel like even I'm trying to get out of that mindset of like thinking that traveling is so expensive because it's
Facts.
like, it's really not. I was going to say, it's really not. Once
Especially
you
when you book
like,
in advance.
yes.
So.
Okay. So, talk about that. What do you like? What do you mean?
So when I travel, I like to at least do like a minimum of 3 months. I need
Mm-hmm.
to know like where I'm going, who I'm going with,
Mm-hmm.
and like how I'm gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to really stay at Airbnbs because they're like more cheaper, more
Mm-hmm.
affordable, and you can have like your own room.
Right.
Your friend can have their own bathroom and room as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's
And
opposed to like a resort.
yeah, because a resort you got to pay all the money up front. And
Right.
with Airbnbs you can do like the Klarna pay, you know.
I be telling y'all,
Klarna
let me tell you
pay.
something. People on social media really get up under my skin trying to make Klarna out to be the bad guy. Klarna is basically a credit card. Like
Yes.
you
No
literally
limits.
just paying. I told y'all get on Klarna. Klarna, if you watching this, I'm y'all girl. Put me on because I be telling them that about concerts. Like
You
I
can
do the
that for
same
concerts?
thing. Yeah, I do it. That's how I go to all the concerts I go to.
Oh,
Like,
girl, I'm about to do that
yes,
too.
I do the same thing. So I guess now it kind of makes a little bit of sense because kind of the same way like you like to know that you have this trip coming up, blah blah blah. I'm the same way with concerts. So like I always know when a concert's coming up. Like I have like 2 in Ticketmaster right now, and it's always Klarna. Like I'm gonna Klarna it. Like I mean, like when you were saying earlier today, we were saying like, you know, sometimes it's like I got the money for it, but like, do I want to see 400 come out at one time? No, girl math.
Sure don't.
Get into the girl math really bad. So in your time of traveling, you want to list some of the like countries or places that you've been?
So far I've been to Bali, Thailand, Aruba, the Bahamas, Mexico, Brazil, Turks and Caicos. Yes,
I'm like, she basically live in Turks. How did she forget Turks?
I kind of forgot about Turks. Jamaica. Ooh, I feel like
Did you say like Singapore?
Singapore. Girl, you remember better than me.
I be stalking. I be
Singapore.
I be on your Instagram because let me tell y'all, this is just a side blurt, but she already know what I'm about to say because I be telling her, girl, you are the content creator here. Like it's you.
I just
Like
be lazy. I be lazy. Guys.
it's okay as long as you know what it is. But she need to get on her Zoom. Like she got to get on her Zoom every day at 9:00. Like
I have the video.
put the Zoom, put
put
content into 75 hard. Cause like you're always like she does 75 hard a lot too, and she's always like she always trying to get me to do it. She be like, no, because you can literally create your rules. You be like, no, you can create your own rules. So I feel like one of your rules needs to be making content
every day.
Maybe not every day,
Like weekly.
every other day,
Okay.
every 2 days.
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that when I go back home for real.
We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna follow back. We gonna circle back. Circle back. So, of the countries that you've been to, what has been your favorite and what has been your least favorite and why?
I feel like my favorite country that I've been to was probably definitely Turks and Caicos.
Mm-hmm.
As people know, I went there like 3 times last year. The people are just like such a vibe, genuine over there. The food is fresh over there, but the prices of groceries are expensive because of like the importation taxes and all that stuff. But you know, I want to go where Drake goes, Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, and she's not joking. She was in the club, and Drake did walk in the club, okay. So she's not joking. This is not a game. Yeah, exactly. So, what was your least favorite?
My least favorite, it wasn't really like a bad experience,
right?
But I'm gonna say Turkey because it was really cold.
Okay.
It was really cold. So
when did you go?
We went in January. We did like a 24-hour layover there, and then from Turkey we went to Bali, and you know, like it was hot in Bali. It was like 90 degrees. And it was like 60 degrees in Turkey.
Oh,
So we
okay.
weren't really prepared for the cold. I just had
Mm.
my little BBL jacket on, and that was not enough.
Patrice, what?
You know the little
Yes, I
little
know.
BBL jacket.
I just have my little BBL jacket on. That is so
It
crazy,
wasn't
girl.
it.
So, what advice would you give somebody when they're looking, like, especially if they haven't been out the country before? How does that process look of preparing to go out of the country before, like, even choosing where you might go or whatever the case may be? Like, what are the steps that people should take? Especially coming like right out of college, because I know it's hard to prioritize that immediately out of college, especially because you don't know where the money's coming from sometime, etc. So what steps do you think people should take to get them ready to start traveling out of the country?
I feel like you just gotta be like knowledgeable of like where you thinking about going. Like before I even like did any travel destinations, I have like a list of my notes of places that I want to go to, and then I do like a lot of research. I go on like TikTok, Google, and then I ask like people who've been to these places that I want to go to, and I ask them, is it like budget friendly? Like, what would you recommend?
Yeah.
Because I like to hear like other people's experiences too, because
Right.
it could be similar, and they might have like some better recommendations than the ones I might just assume.
Got you. What do you like? What's your advice to getting a passport? Because I know so many people, myself included. I don't have a passport. Well, maybe I will by the time y'all are watching this. Who knows? But I'm gonna get mine this. I'm gonna get it this year. But I feel like the reason I never got it is because I felt like it was difficult and I felt like it was like a lot of stuff. So like, is there a debunking to that?
So I kind of forget how like the whole thing happened because I got it before COVID.
Yeah.
I got it in
Yeah.
2017 or 2018.
Uh huh.
But I do remember I took my picture at like the postal place because you
Yeah.
can do it there on site.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy. I did my picture. I got it a week or two later.
The passport.
The passport. I got the passport. Like,
See, I heard it here. I feel like because for me, I felt like it was always in my mind, like you had to like go get a picture and you had to go here and you had to fill out these documents and
that's
then
what I thought too.
and then it was like 10 years and then you got your passport in the mail. So
It's
you
a great
guys,
investment though, because
yeah,
you have it for 10 years. That's
yeah. So I feel like y'all, I am challenging you guys to go get your passport as I go to get my passport, so we can be out the country buddies.
Exactly.
Like,
and another secret, if you guys really like want to lock in with traveling, I like really recommend getting like global entry. I got that. It's $100 and it lasts 5 years. So when you're coming back from like an international trip, you don't have to wait in like the long immigration line, and then it comes with TSA pre-check. I'm a TSA pre-check girl.
There we go. Well, as much as you travel, you better be a TSA pre-check girly. Like, girl, what? So you got your passport. So then what after that? So you start doing the research, and then what have you found like in research? Like, what made you choose the countries that you decided to go to?
So you got to see like when like peak season in, when it's the rainy season. It's like that's why I try to do everything like 3 months minimum because it's a lot into like trip planning.
Yeah.
You don't know what the weather's gonna be like there. Like for example, Brazil, I knew it was gonna be winter time there, but most of their winters are sunny. But this time it was kind of cloudy.
Yeah.
But like we still made the most of the time.
Yeah. I definitely think that's something because I know y'all probably saw recently when those people were like in Jamaica when it was like hurricane season. Facts. And my mom was actually coming back. My mom does a lot of traveling, like as of recent. She was coming back from the DR like right at hurricane season, like right when that hurricane was hitting like DR. So it's like you have to think about stuff like that. And I think that's even the same kind of like when you want to take cruises, because cruises is like another thing. You don't want to be out there when it's like hurricane season because it's like, yeah, the cruise is huge and it is a good chance that like you'll be okay even if it is hurricane season. But like forbid that it's one of the craziest hurricanes they've seen. Like, so I think about that. Have you ever been on a cruise?
I went on one cruise last year to the Bahamas. It was Carnival.
Who'd you cruise with? Oh, okay. Okay, let me go ahead and debunk this for y'all. Don't let these people on social media tell y'all that y'all can't go on Carnival because it's ghetto. Because this is what I have come to. I've only sailed with Carnival, but I would definitely say number one, this is another reason why I want to get my passport because it's a lot easier to do cruises with your passport rather than your birth certificate. And just like we were talking about it today at breakfast, forbid like somehow you accidentally get like, say y'all docked in Mexico and you missed the boat. How are you gonna get back into the U.S.?
You're gonna be stuck in Mexico.
You're gonna be stuck in Mexico, and they're not coming to get you. They're not coming to get you. So you're just going to have to figure it out. So that's a whole thing. But I definitely say if you're on the fence, I would say a cruise is a good way to see if you want to go out the country. And if you are not ready to get the passport, like I said, you can do it with a birth certificate. But stop letting these people tell y'all that y'all can't go on Carnival because it's ghetto. Because okay, I think it depends. I think it depends on what kind of vacation you're looking for. So I will take that back. It depends on what kind of vacation experience you're looking for. We was literally just talking about this. We've been chatting all day. We was talking about how, remember how we was saying like some people like to go on vacation and they just like to sit on the beach and chill, or they like to sit by the pool, be in the sun, which that's totally fine. But there are people like us who like to do excursions, who like to be outside. I don't necessarily party as much when I go on vacation just because like I party here. Yeah. So like I will party, but I don't party as much as I probably would if I went to like North Carolina or something. Yeah. So when I went on Carnival, it was a good little time. Like I was like, okay, cool. So when we had docked, we was like talking to the people who was on Royal Caribbean, and I peeped like Royal Caribbean is more for those people who want to be like chill, laid back. And I think the good thing also with cruises is the cruise itself has a lot for you to do on the cruise. Like they have magic shows and they have all those different game shows, and they have movie theaters and golf and scavenger hunts and like water parks, like and if you go on one of the like new ships, like I kind of just like look at them sometime online, and the new ships got
like racetracks and stuff.
The new ships not playing. Like the new ships are not messing around. So I think like definitely if you're not ready to go like full-fledged out the country, and I feel like also sometimes it can kind of let you know where you would want to go back to long term, because when we went to Grand Cayman, and it was cool, but I don't know if I would go back because I didn't find anything. Like Mexico? No, it's in Cayman Islands. Well, I think it's Grand Cayman. We went to Cayman Islands, but it was cool. It's near Mexico though. It's like in the Caribbean, but I was like, I don't know if I would have to come back here. Like this one little day here was cool. Like I don't know if I need to come back. But when I went to Mexico, I was like, okay, get me on a plane back here now because I had a time in Mexico. So you like to do things obviously in the different countries. You want to talk about some of the different things that you've done in the countries, like excursions and stuff.
Okay, like for example, in Jamaica, I did like the horseback riding, the zip lining.
Zip gliding.
Turks and Caicos, I did parasailing.
That's what I want to do.
Parasailing, yeah.
Yes,
so fun.
I was gonna do it when we went to Myrtle Beach, but I was like, the water's just not pretty enough for me to be out here parasailing.
So nice, though. It's so high.
Yes,
but it don't feel scary. Like I wasn't scared for myself.
I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I think once you get over it, though, I think it's kind of like skydiving. Like I don't.
Scary to get lowered.
Oh, cause you
honestly, because they could drop you in the water. They dropped us in the water.
Oh,
playing too much. Everybody was like, drop them.
Oh my God! See, and now sue them.
Okay, and I'm just like, no.
And then you was in the water.
Yeah.
So what has been like your favorite excursion that you've done?
My favorite, the helicopter ride in Brazil. That was probably my favorite excursion because we were able to like hang our feet out. We were able to like record from our phones, and we were up there for like 30 minutes, and they just took us around like the whole Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, I saw those videos. Those videos were fire. I was like, here they go again. They outside again. The outside boys is back. I think when we done it, I really enjoyed snorkeling. It was like really fun. I was like, wow, because I'm I don't know if everybody knows this, but I'm like really into like biology. Like I'm like a little biology nerd, but literally only for like life, like plant life, animal life, etc. So it was really cool to be like there with like so many different like species of fish, and I was like, oh my God, I can literally reach out and touch them. I was like, what, girl? But snorkeling was hard because it's like
you gotta breathe.
I was like, it's the tube and it comes out of the water, and if you're not a mouth breather, which I am not, you're like
they be telling you not to do that, but I'm just gonna.
And they be like, don't do that, and I'm like, so what do you want me to do? Because I can't breathe through my nose. So
you know how to swim?
Yes, I do know how to swim. Patrice, you do not need to be all these places not know how to swim.
Everybody keeps saying that. I'm just like, as long as
you say you were about to start you say you were gonna start taking classes though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do know how to swim. I do. I just kind of learned like fight or flight, and then I just eventually like I just used to want to be like all my cousins knew how to swim, so I was like, I don't know what I'm about to do, but they not about to keep going to deep end and I can't. So that's all that I know. And then one day I could just swim. But yeah, no, I definitely think the excursions is a good thing, and I think be realistic with what you're gonna go and do excursions on, because For instance, we was just talking about this. I know y'all tired of hearing that one, but I was telling her I really want to go on like a cold trip, like to some mountains or something, but I don't want to ski. And I don't want to look like that person who's just out here in the snowsuit getting pictures, because that's what I would be. And I know for sure, like, skiing is not a easy task. And even like on a small mountain, I don't want to, like, I don't, that's not my vibe. I don't, and snowboarding is, it's a little better, but it's about equally as hard. So I would personally snow tube, or I would do like snowmobiling. I think snowmobiling would be fine. Like,
I think so too.
Because if you think about it, it's really like ATVs in the snow.
You're going to get hurt. You got your pictures.
You got your pictures in your outfit. You can wear the same outfit. And if you really think about it, that's something else I really like about like you and your content. I feel like you get the pictures that like everybody else doesn't get. Like, your pictures are not like, you get the ones that everybody else get, like the glass boat, but then you also get these over here doing something that other people don't. And I feel like how many people, when they go on like to Colorado or Utah or Canada or wherever, how many of them are on snowmobiles? Right. Everybody's always on the skis. I don't know if maybe they don't have the snowmobiles, but when I wanted to go to Canada, I found the snowmobiles. I was like, we snowmobiling if we going, so put that in the budget. I think, excursions. So how do you feel? How much do you usually like put to the side for excursions?
And it just depends on like, some places they have like a bundle package. Like for example, Jamaica and Mexico, they're like good for a bundle package. Like you can do like the zip lining, the kayaking with like a full lunch, cruise, all that for like under $200. But you just there like all day. You gotta wake up at 6 a.m. and then you done at like 5 p.m. But
I was gonna say that is a tip too. You really have to pace yourself. Yeah, because the whole thing is like, say we there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If we go out Friday night to 6 o'clock like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we got to be up to zip line to ATV and do all of this stuff at 7. So I feel like that's something else to take into account, because like the last thing I feel like you should do is be on a trip and you feel like you're wasting days. So like if you already have a day, the whole thing is it's better to have the day and not need it than need it and not have it. So like if you already said, okay, we're going to go out Friday, Saturday we're going to sleep in until 12, and then we're going to get our day started. Say you wake up and you're like, okay, well, it's 9, and we can start the day. It's easier to find something to do rather than cancel and lose your money. So always think about that too. Like, what nights are you going to go out? What nights are you going to take it there? I feel like, what would be your dream excursion?
My dream excursion now, like I want to go to like Thailand again, or just somewhere so I can like release sea turtles. Like I want to do something like that.
That would be really nice. Oh, you have been talking about that.
Yeah,
she's really like that girl. Like, do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear
like,
that?
I just love nature and animals. So
that's what I was saying. Animals, I think mine would probably be the hot air balloons. Like I really, really want to do the hot air balloons. And then I was looking. Also, you have to like look at stuff in advance. Like how you were saying. I feel like think about the fact that things are cheaper the further in advance, or like the prices definitely go up and down. But I was just looking, like a flight from Chicago to Phoenix would be like I think it was like $140 on American.
Yeah. Definitely get your plane ticket.
Like
first.
Get the plane ticket while the plane ticket is cheap. First. Like get the plane ticket. You can figure everything else out. But so then I'm looking at the hot air balloons like at the same time as the plane. And it's like, okay, because it's so far in advance, it would be cheaper. I'm like, you looking real, let's go on and do it kind of vibes, because why not? Like, and I don't know, y'all gotta comment below and let us know what's like your dream ideal location, cause
dream location and dream excursion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I want to too. Like I seen some on a boat, but I didn't get in the water. Like I want to go to Zanzibar or Tanzania. And
she's saying stuff I don't even know where that's at. Like, and that tells y'all how travel she is. Like, what, girl? Where is that?
Like, people, they think I'm crazy with like all like the animal wildlife I encountered. Like when I was petting like the tigers.
Oh yeah, the tigers and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Patrice really do anything. Yeah. Like she, when y'all was doing like stuff in Brazil, like in the air, I was like, oh,
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I think you're just really brave. Like you're just really brave. Cause me, I feel like you would go skydiving.
I would. I was
Yeah.
screaming the whole time, but
I really think the thing is with skydiving, and I have been thinking about it more and more. I don't think I'm gonna go, but
really.
I don't think so. But I think the more and more I think about it, it's like once you really get over that first like 10 seconds of actually falling out the
There's
sky.
somebody on your back, so you're gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm like, as soon as like, I think the most scary thing is the door opening and realizing you're really about to fall out. But I like everybody I've ever heard that done it. It's like once you get over those like 15 seconds of fear, it's just like, oh my gosh, you're just gliding in the air. Like, so I'd be like,
indoor skydiving.
no,
You should
I'm
try to do
scary. That's why I probably wouldn't travel with you because I'm scary. And you would be like,
gonna be doing
and
everything,
Patrice
girl.
would be like, I'm gonna do it, and I would be like, and that's fine. I'm gonna go over here and mind my business. I'm gonna chill. Like even the hot air balloon is scary for me, but I would do it because like I want, like I really, really want to do that. But
Would you do paragliding?
no,
We were gonna do that, but they didn't have
no.
balloons
Okay,
in the right
wait.
direction.
How does paragliding work?
So it's like you're on top of a cliff and you basically like jump off.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't mistaking for something
It's so
else.
beautiful. You can have your arms up like this and all that stuff. I just needed that.
Yeah, so if you guys don't see any travel vlogs with me and Patrice, this right here is telling you why. Right here, right now. I would never hold her back and I would never let her pretend to try to get me to do something. And I be thinking also I'm not that adventurous when it comes to food too.
Really?
No, not at all. I'm very picky. That little thing I got this morning, that was adventurous for me.
Sizzle?
Yes, the sizzler was.
I bet you like. Well, yeah, because you didn't like guacamole.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think my dream vacation, which I think that's why I'm probably gonna have to get over that. Mine would be Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Like I really, really want to go to Japan. But I feel like Japan is so big when you go, you have to go for like an extended time. And it's like the travel there is so long. So you really have to go to Japan for a while.
Mhm.
And I'd be like, what would I be eating in Japan for 3 weeks?
They got so many food choices though, so you'd be good.
Name them.
I don't know. 'Cause I ain't
Like-
been there, but I feel like the little TikTok videos.
Yeah, I was watching Dieros and I was like,
Oh yeah,
she just went and I was like, don't none of that food. But I was looking at her, I was like, don't none of that food she got look good. Like to me.
probably tastes really good. And that's the other thing. Once you start traveling more, it's gonna make you want to like try new foods.
You
'Cause
think
I used
so?
to be picky too. Like I used to be so picky. Like I was just like a cheese pizza type of girl. Like I used to hate.
Okay,
not
maybe
wanting
she
to
right
eat.
because she's speaking my language now with the
Like,
cheese
I was
pizza.
plain Jane, but the more I traveled, the more I just like, okay, let me just try it. If I don't like it, I can spit it out. Don't try it again. Won't eat it again. But like in Turks and Caicos, for example, I had shark egg rolls.
That's crazy.
It was really good.
It was a really good.
Really good.
Patrice.
I would do it again.
Okay, is that the craziest thing you ate? Or like what do you feel is like the most like not normal thing you ate?
I feel like that had to be like the most not normal thing I ate.
Yeah, shark egg rolls.
Shark egg rolls. It was lemon shark egg rolls. Like that.
Okay, girl. People love to put little lemon juice. What? That okay. I don't see. I can't even give you a craziest thing I ate because I don't eat crazy things.
Really? So you haven't had nothing crazy?
Not really. I tried calamari.
How did you like that?
I didn't.
You didn't?
Not at all.
I'm scared to eat that.
I think my thing is textures do a lot for me. And I feel like that's why I don't like a lot of things. Like, and I can agree. I feel like I have gotten more mature. I used to not like lasagna noodles because they was like wavy. Yeah, when I was little. I used to tell my mom.
Did you like ramen noodles?
Yeah. I didn't like hot dogs though.
I didn't either.
Because I was like, why is this texture like this? Like it like the texture used to throw me off, and I would be like, you kind of throwing me off right now. Like, why was the noodles like that? Like that I don't like ramen. Like if you go to like a ramen spot, I don't.
K-pop type thing?
Yeah, I'm not into that because I don't like how the noodles are like stringy like that.
Yeah, I like the pho. You don't like pho?
I don't even know what that is.
Pho?
Okay, let me stop for these people. Be like, this girl don't know nothing about nothing. She on here trying to tell us something. Okay, y'all, maybe 2025 will be my year of like travel and new food. This is my concert year, so y'all gonna get these concerts, and y'all gonna like it.
Out of the country, too.
So that's what I was thinking, because sometimes it'll be cheaper. Like when we was in the car, we was talking about the Luke Combs concert, and this is another tip y'all should take. I think you should plan things around what you like. So I was looking at the Luke Combs tickets on his last tour, and we were looking when he was here, like some of the states here in America. He would like tickets nosebleeds like 600, and then you would look in like Paris, and you'd be right at the stage for like 2.
Oh, girl. Okay,
So it's like you could at least go ahead and make it like you're gonna pay either 600 here
yeah.
or pay the 200 there, and then go to a whole new country. So definitely look at that too. A lot of people go out of the country for different artists because I mean they might be popular there, but they're not like Luke Combs in Paris versus Luke Combs in Tennessee or North Carolina where he's from. Like, and that's where we were looking at tickets. Like Charlotte, he's from North Carolina, so like $600 for a nosebleed tickets. I think you have to be like pick and choose where you want to spend money too. Like how you were saying at the beginning, like you budget things for travel, etc. I feel like think of the things that you really want to prioritize and don't think about that even. I know this is a travel episode, but don't think about it just about travel because like she says she prioritizes travel, but I prioritize concerts. So like find things that really work for you or things that you want to do because a lot of people don't know, but I really didn't start going to concerts really until this year. Like I had been before that, the only concerts I had ever been to was homecoming concerts. I had never been to no concerts. My first concert was a homecoming concert. Megan Thee Stallion, freshman year. Megan did do her big one. So I feel like now to look at it,
like that one concert.
Yeah. So it's like find the things that really, really work for you, and I feel like you'll find a way to make it work. Because it's kind of like almost like dating, like how people be like people make time for what they want.
I was just about to say.
If you want to travel, you're going to find a way to travel. I want to go to concerts, so that's always going to be in the budget somehow, some way, some shape, some form. Whether it's Klarna, Afterpay, y'all not going to clock me.
Klarna is cool.
They don't even be tweaking. Like, y'all just need to make sure y'all paying Klarna back, though. Don't be getting Klarna and not paying Klarna back. But pay Klarna back. Because why are you not paying them people back? So back to traveling and the places that you have been. What place did you feel the safest? Because I feel like traveling, that is a scary part for some people is, feeling safe or like solo traveling. I know some people like to do that. So where do you feel like you and your friends felt the safest?
Okay, definitely Turks and Caicos again because like
Turks is winning. That's why Drake be down there.
We felt really safe. Like on the first trip, we like made friends. And we were going to get like a rental car, but we ended up not having to get a rental car because we became friends with like the locals. So we would get in their cars and stuff, and they would just like take us around, show us like new places, like hidden gems that most tourists wouldn't know about, So like they took us to like the caves, like different beaches on their boats. So if we didn't like bump into them, we would have missed out on a lot of opportunities.
And I think that's something that has to be talked about as well. I think you have to find it in your heart to like be able to see the good and bad in people because of course we not saying just go jump in cars with strangers, but let's not have a repeat of Taken, please. But if it feels like cool vibes, because like that's how my mom is when she goes to Jamaica. She's been a few times now she has friends down there, so it's like when she go back she already know who she gonna call, who to hit up for like whatever.
It's all about like networking when you travel because locals can teach you a lot, just like how if they come to your hometown you can teach them a lot as well.
Yeah, so definitely, of course, be safe, make good decisions. Don't be doing things that feel sketchy. I think it's all about the research.
Definitely the research. Like, for example, there's a lot of language barriers. Like, for example, Brazil, a lot of people don't speak English. They speak, like, Portuguese. So I had to have Google Translate. Even, like, going to restaurants, I had to translate the menu. Thailand, you have to do the same thing.
I think that's something else. Would you start? I know you was talking about you was learning Spanish.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're getting?
I could un poquito.
Okay, girl. So do you feel like you would like learn any other language other than Spanish?
I don't think so.
I'm screaming. The way you being Turks, what are they speaking Turks?
So. English.
Okay, perfect.
But they like there's like a lot of Haitians and Dominicans. They speak mainly English, but the broken English and like but mainly English.
Okay, well that's why she be down there. I was about to say, girl, what are they speaking in Turks for you to be down there 3 times? Yeah, I feel like that is something also to keep in mind, like knowing how much are they inclusive, and I think that's kind of the sad part because now that I think about it, Like I was watching, I think it was maybe the year. No, it wasn't. It was some Japan vlog I was watching, but like literally everywhere they went, like on the trains and stuff, it had like translations over to like English,
Yeah.
and it's like it's kind of sad because we don't really do that for we don't do that for them, and it's like
I was just telling my friend that I'm just like America.
yeah,
We just
we don't try for other people, which is
really
sad, but we might put some stuff up in Spanish every once in a while, but
yeah, like in every country they are teaching English.
yeah, so definitely think about that too when you're going somewhere. What would the language barrier be? And
Yeah, like I try to always have like a message typed up. Like even going to restaurants, I don't want to be like, because I feel like that's kind of rude.
yeah,
Like, can I get the bill? Like I'd rather just type it on my phone saying like, can I get the bill? Like
Yeah.
my friend Cardine, she likes to try to pronunciate the words like
Mhm.
she could translate it herself. I
yeah.
mean, that's the extra mile. I just showed them the phone.
Patrice said, "Okay, now I'm not gonna go too
Okay.
crazy now. Let
They
me."
might look at me and be like, she's really trying.
Yeah. Or what if you say the wrong thing? Like,
Exactly. I don't
cause
want
think
to
of like bad words here that could
Mhm.
easily be said as something else.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely think about all these different things that we've told you guys when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to the like the language barrier, being smart when you're out there making good decisions, and also just making good decisions overall. Like I know something that people really really like to do, and I feel like it's a problem here in Chicago, so I could just imagine out the country, but people like to get on a boat and you're so lit. Now you done fell off the boat, you
Yeah.
can't swim, or you fell off the boat, nobody even noticed you fell off the boat until 20 minutes in. Like be smart when y'all out there.
And yeah, but be safe.
Like you can be lit, but like so late you fell off a boat.
Yeah, like I did plenty of boat excursions. I know I can't swim, so I don't like be on the edge.
I'm not
I
playing.
sit down.
And I can swim and I'm not playing. Because the whole thing is I can swim in a pool. Ocean water, I don't want to fall into that. Is there anything else? Any more tips from
One more thing.
the travel woman herself?
Don't exchange your money at the airport because they try to tax you because the people there get like commission off of that. And don't like get conned into like their taxis.
Okay.
Because
I would have never knew that.
Who did it? Like Brazil,
Mhm.
they like have mad people in the airport like taxi. Like they like try to jump it down your throat.
Mhm.
But you can download an Uber and you can get like a 45-minute drive for $10
Mhm.
versus paying like $50 because you don't know.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to make it seem like they're doing you a deal, but
Mhm.
they're really not doing you a deal. They're trying to scam you.
Heard.
You can negotiate with people in other countries. Like that's what I do. Like I was at the beach in Brazil,
Mhm.
and the guy he was like, "Oh, like this is 50 R's, like whatever that is." But I said in my head, I'm like, that sounds too expensive. I'm like, well, I was just here the other day, and some guy tried to sell it to me for 30 R's, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go find him. And the guy said, well, I can do it for 30, and I'm just like, see, I was capping, but
See, so 30 was probably the real price.
Exactly.
Whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and watch a lot of travel vlogs too, and like,
Definitely.
or like review videos. People do review videos all the time about places. Patrice should be doing them.
Yeah.
Clocked it.
Always carry cash too with you because.
Oh yeah, my mom says that too. And I think if you can, I would try to do like your first out of the country trip with somebody who's been out the country.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, don't just. I mean, if that's what it is, go ahead. But like, at least if you have people like, if I wanted to go out the country and Patrice was available, then like I would prefer to go out with her because like, or my mom, like she goes out the country all the time. So yeah, but like. I wouldn't try to just jump out the go by myself. Like, no solo trip on the first out the country trip. I'd be out there stressed out, calling people, can't call them, looking for Wi-Fi and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah. Anything else?
No, I think that's all.
So you guys heard it here. We gave you a lot of tips. Y'all, if y'all have not, I put her Instagram up here when she introduced herself. But if you haven't, literally go check out her Instagram because you're going to see the girl travels. Like, she gets down. She gets down. She don't play. Those highlight reels, the highlight reels go crazy. That's how I know, like, when I was like, oh, Singapore, that's how I know. Because I'd be like, let me go see if Patrice been here. And then I just go through them all again. I'd be like, dang, she really was with tigers. And yeah, so definitely go check her out because she is the girl when it comes to traveling.
Yep. Trying to be a travel connoisseur, concert connoisseur.
Because I got all the concert deets. Okay, so if that's it, you guys, I thank you all for joining in again this week. Patrice, thank you for coming to Chicago, hanging out. And she came all the way out here for 2 days just to be on the episode. Like, this was dedication. This my girl. I hope you enjoy a little piece of Chicago. And until next week, you guys, I will see you then. Bye. That's so funny because this like the only episode that don't really got bloopers. Okay, no giggles this time. We're for real this time. We have things to do. No playing around. Everybody else, I just be cackling, and I knew. Wait, okay, hold on. I just had a brain fart. I knew we was on a serious time limit. I was like, we don't got time. I was like, we don't have